Time to bring in our golf analyst, Mr. Don King, a longtime friend of the show. When Don isn't here, he's over at Barona Creek, running the golf shop there. We're director of golf, and also hanging out in the casino, handing out casino money, right?
Yep, lots of fun.
All right, your general round two impressions.
Well, I thought the course played as easy as it's going to play all week. The wind didn't pick up in the afternoon. I was surprised that the top 3 players in the world missed the cut. They got a nice leaderboard, though, some really good players at the top, and I think it's going to be a fun finish.
Let's talk about the guys who will not be on the weekend. This is just some of the big names that did not make the cut. In fact, 6 of the top 10 are on their way home. What does that say, especially McIlroy, who was kind of getting into it with Kevin Na about how wide the fairways were, and he couldn't find a fairway.
Absolutely, and he said, you know, the fairways are so wide. If you can't get a ball in the fairway, then you need to go home, pack your bags and go home. He couldn't hit a fairway yesterday, and today he played a little bit better, but he put himself in a bad position.
It just speaks to how hard it is to be good every weekend, week out, right?
Well, they create so much club head speed, Paul, that if they're off just a fraction, the ball's going right or left. So.
Well, let's start with Rickie Fowler. First round leader, as mentioned, had a career day on Thursday, and then Friday the putter let him down a little bit. You don't want to lead. You don't want to be a wire-to-wire. You don't want to go into Sunday not having given up the lead, right?
Well,
you want to be around it.
You're asking me?
Yeah.
I wouldn't care. but it's nice not to have all the attention on you. Okay, he backed up 1 shot today, so he's right there, and he's playing very well. He missed a few putts on 11, 12, and 13 to make bogeys, but he's playing solid golf right now.
So with Phil Mickelson sitting at home, let's start talking about some of the names on the board that some San Diegans we're rooting for. Pick up the conversation right here with the X-Men. You know him, right?
Xander Schauffele, I know him well. He set all kinds of records at Barona. He shot 64 in the collegiate event out there. He went through a 3-hole stretch at 6 under, 13, 14, and 15 out of Barona. If anyone knows it, tore it up. 6 under.
And if you're not rooting for the X-Men, you can also root for this Torrey Pines Falcon, Jamie Lovemark. He was in the hunt at 6 under, as we saw on the leaderboard.
Yeah, he had a great back 9. He had 4 birdies. But anyone that knows Jamie Lovemark, this is not a surprise. This guy's got all the talent in the world. He has length and hits it very, very straight. And he believes he should be there. And I think people on tour believe he should be there as well.
Obviously, Charlie Hoffman has the game to win. All these guys have the game to win. It starts to be, do you have the mind to win? Does Charlie have what it takes to break through the major barrier?
I think what happened to him in the Masters was good experience for him. He was right there. Didn't have a very good last day, so that may have helped him for this tournament. We'll see.
And -4, very much in the hunt. Let's just quickly go through some of the leaders. We're going to show, you have 12 seconds to talk about Brooks Koepka. Talk a little bit about him and tell me what you say.
I like Brooks Koepka's game right now. He's played well all spring. He's got length. He's missed 3 fairways the whole tournament.
The lefty Harman?
Well, he's one lefty that may win it. He won a month ago. He won the Wells Fargo, playing very well. Steady. It's a lot of fairways as well.
Paul Casey?
Here's probably one of the best players not to win a major. He's around the top a lot. He's played steady. Hits a lot of fairways as well.
And then Mick Fleetwood's kid? No, I'm joking. Tommy Fleetwood, he's got the hair to win, right?
Yeah, I'd love to have his hair. European Tour player. His highlight was getting in the Masters for the first time this year. His dad was his caddy for a long time, and he dedicated his first win to his dog Macy back on the European Tour.
Very cool. Remember when 7,000 yards was considered ultimate? Are we going to see an 8,000-yard U.S. Open?
We will.
Is that too crazy?
Well, they have to with the equipment. These guys are hitting it so far. These 600-yard par 5s are getting home in 2. And like we were talking about earlier, 500-yard par 4s are nothing. I mean, they're hitting short irons into them. So
absolutely not. And Fox, the network, now they're in their 3rd year of covering the U.S. Open. Early reviews were not good. Is it getting better, or is it still the? Do they do golf as well as they do football?
I enjoy the coverage. I do, because it's lengthy, and something about Joe Buck's voice just kind of soothing, and I think the tour players that they have on there. I'm drawing a blank right now on who they are, but
all I know is the Holly girl, the interview. All right, you ready?
Do a good job. Yeah,
close up camera. Don, you're back took the Masters off. Who's going to win this tournament?
Brooks Koepka. He's driving it 2 straight, and he's going to win a major someday. I'd like to see Rickie Fowler slip in there, or even Xander, of course, but I'm not going to jinx them. I'm going to go with Brooks Koepka.
is going to win. You ever see the movie Caddyshack?
I sure have. Come on, Paul.
You could do the, with the llama in town, and the U.S. Open going on, we have to pay homage, a tribute to both, to the 1980 Classic and to the Dalai Lama. Please roll it.
And who do you think they give me? The Dalai Lama himself, the 12th son of the Lama. The flowing robes, the grace, bald, striking.
Have you ever seen the movie Caddyshack?
What?
He hauls off and whacks one. Big hitter, the Lama.
You're not a big hitter?
Do you know what the Lama says?
No.
Gunga Galunga.
Have you ever played golf?
No.
But when you die, on your deathbed, you will receive total consciousness.
There's a classic movie called Caddyshack where they talk about the Dalai Lama.
So I got that going for me, which is nice.
When you're sitting around with your golfing friends, can you spit out every line before it happens?
My friends are really good at it, but
I honestly think I could do every scene.
Yeah.
Mr. King?
It's in the hole.
Don King, everybody. How are things out at the course, real quick?
Oh, the course is in great shape, and we're having so much fun at Verona. It's just, it's almost not fair.
All right.